Hello and welcome! This video shows you how you can extend the use of the Fro Smoke platform beyond your website into the marketing emails you use to communicate with your customers. Let's say I'm going to send out a newsletter through HubSpot to a list of registered subscribers, and I want to include recommendations for the most viewed products available on my site. I can do this easily with Fro Smoke email recommendations. I could use basically any email service to do this, but let's use HubSpot here as an example. First, let's create the email recommendation in the Fro Smoke control panel. In the control panel, select Data Management, Recommendations, and Email Recommendations. To create a new email recommendation, click Create Recommendation. Give a descriptive name for the recommendation. Let's go with Cheetah Recommends Most Viewed Products for this example. Next, select the recommendation type. The list contains all the recommendation configurations already created for the site. This demo site only has one configuration for the most popular products during the last 14 days, so select the configuration and click Create. Now let's define the settings. In Recommendation Settings, we can filter the products by type, but let's include all products so that we get a nice product mix. The available filters are defined in the selected recommendation configuration. Let's tweak the design settings a bit. Change the title to Recommended by Cheetah and change the title font and size. After making the changes, save and preview the recommendation. You can see that the recommendation looks like it should with the new title. The images and other product information is retrieved through the recommendation configuration. The recommendation always contains links to the corresponding product pages on the site. When we're done, it's time to create the HTML code that we later add to the email template. Click Create Code and Confirm. This code snippet here contains the recommendation images, links, and style settings. Each recommended product is implemented in the email as a static image. Let's copy the code snippet to the clipboard. Note that after you create the code snippet, you can no longer edit the email recommendation settings. Now let's move on to HubSpot. We've entered the marketing email section by selecting Marketing and Email. Let's create a new email. Just click Create Email. Select an email template. We will use this simple one. Enter a name for the email and create the email. I will skip the part where we edit the email settings and select recipients because you probably have your own HubSpot setup that you're familiar with. Since we now have all the correct settings, such as sender, subject, and recipients, in place, all we need to do is to add the recommendation code snippet to the email. To do that, in the Edit view, click the part of the email in which you want to include the recommendation. Select Advanced and Source Code to access the email source code. Now, we should still have the email recommendation snippet on the clipboard. Just find the proper place in the source code and paste the code snippet in. Save the changes. You can see that the recommendation appears in the email editor. All done. Let's send the email. Of course, you should always send a test email to yourself or your team first for review. Move on to Sending Options and select Send Now to send the email immediately. Confirm, and there it goes. Let's take a look at what the email looks like. When the recipient opens the email, this is the content and here is the recommendation. When you click a product in the recommendation, the link takes you to the corresponding product page on the retail site where you can see more details about the product, such as this lovely coconut that you can buy in different colors. Finally, in the control panel, you can easily monitor the most important statistics for the recommendation. This is how easy it is to use Fro Smoke email recommendations to reach out to your subscribers. Now it's your turn to try. Thank you for watching.